Hi, this is Randy Koo from Android Authority, and you're watching our YouTube guide to the S Memo for the Samsung Galaxy Note. The Samsung Galaxy Note comes with a S Pen, and this S Pen allows you to use applications that is built on the phone. One of them that is created specifically for this is the S Memo right here. To launch the S Memo, you could just tap the application and the icon runs throughout most of the TouchWiz interface, and it stays there on the home screen as well on the app drawer for quick and easy access. Alternatively, what you might want to do is to create a widget that allows you to have quick access to the S Memo, or you could use the S Pen to launch the S Memo. To launch the S Memo using the S Pen, simply click on the clickable button on the S Pen and just simply double tap on the screen. Tap, and you will launch the S Memo Lite version. It's the same as the full S Memo application. It's just that this is more of a light version. So to use the S Memo is very simple. The S Memo allows you to take memo in the form of text or in the form of drawing. The difference here is at the top of the application. The T font symbol here is for the text version as well as the doodle version, but it can be combined in one single memo. Let me show you an example. This is the text version, and this could be combined together with the S Pen for doodling. So it works 2-in-1, which is interesting and nice. The way this application works is that you can see your memo at a glance on the application, but you could also create folders to segmentize and organize your memos. So for example, if you want to separate your work from your personal memos, you could simply create a folder, work for example, and it will be on top there, and you can move your memos into the folder. To move your memos into the folder, just use the menu button, go for more, select move, choose the memo that you want to move, and select move to work, move here, and it will appear right there. It would be nice if Samsung had made it sort of a bit like the icons on your home screen that could be drag and drop, but at this moment, to move your memos into a folder requires those few steps, which is not a problem. Memos that are created within the folder stays in the folder unless moved out, so it works both ways. So look at the text here. This is a standard text that is offered in the memo. So this is a standard text, which is fine. It works together with swipe. So in case if you need a different kind of keyboard, again the input method works if you want to change your keyboard. The doodling application allows you more settings. You can have a pen setting, a brush, pencil, or a highlighter. This bar allows you to increase the width of the stroke so you could have a bigger stroke versus a thinner stroke. This color palette allows you to choose the color that you want, while this arrow down allows you to toggle sort of shades, which is pretty nice. So for those who are drawing, who use the S Memo for illustration, it works very well. This button is for opacity. So let's say for the highlighter, let's say we choose to have it thick. You can choose to also have it at a more transparent look or a more opaque look. The eraser works the same way, as to have a bigger eraser or a smaller, thinner one. So let's say, for example, if I were to choose a highlighter, I would choose a bigger brush so you could see the effect. And the eraser works as a thinner eraser, or if you choose for it to be thicker, it'll be a fuller eraser. So a thicker eraser, so you can erase things pretty fast, or a thinner eraser if you want to make tiny amendments. You could also use pinch to zoom in to the places that you want. To move is basically to use two fingers to move, while if you attempt that with a single finger, it will erase or paint just like the S Pen. So to move, zoom is basically using two fingers. This is the back icon that allows you to go back and forward, like undo and redo. Save is save. Cancel is to basically remove all changes since the last save. This icon drop down has a few things here. This allows you to rename your file, your memo, so it suits you. Maybe it's in a meeting and you need to assign a name for the memo, or it could be an artwork that you're working on and you need to rename your masterpiece. You know, so this title area allows you to rename your file. And in a zoom mode, this button allows you to single-handedly move the artwork or the memo without using the two finger interaction just now. This one is to add a picture, so you can take a picture or use an existing one from a clip art or clipboard or even a map, so you can add pictures from other areas of your OS or within your phone itself, pictures that you have snapshot, your screenshots from Google Maps or from any other area where it's important to you. This recording button allows you to record voice memos together with the artwork, your memo. So for example, let's say record testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Basically it just plays back testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. It records a voice memo together with your memo, and once saved, you would see a microphone icon on your memo, so you know that there's an audio file attached there. The final one is to mark your memo as a favorite. So you could see a special icon, a star icon on your memos. So in that sense, you would see which one is your favorite, or if it is something that you want to include in your memos, that would be a great addition. Furthermore, you could lock your memo by bringing up the menu, and you could key in a pin to lock those memos, just in case you might accidentally delete or overwrite or doodle by accident some of your memos. So let's delete this file, and let us explore what else can you do with S Memo. Firstly, as always, you could share your memos throughout your other part of your OS. Let's say I want to share a map that has been drawn. It goes through All Share, your social hub, photo editor, Picasa. You can share via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. You can share over WhatsApp, Facebook, even email. So it's a nice addition if you're a working businessman who is needing something like this. For me, I find this app very useful because it allows me to snapshot some of my work related things. Let me give you an example. Let's say I go to Polaris. Polaris is an application that allows you to see Excel's, PowerPoints, Word documents, PDFs, and let's say I am at a conference and up on screen there is a PowerPoint, and let's say I'm seeing this graph, and this is basically a snapshot of what I have. So I'll just take a snapshot, and let's just take this as a camera shot that I've gotten. All I need to do is to go to S Memo, and import that photo in. Add picture from gallery, and I'll just find that screen capture just now, so I can resize this to fit into according to my need, and I'll just zoom it a bit. Okay, alright, so this works as it is. So let's say I want to make an amendment of this memo, and let's say I want to change, and I want to use a red pen for amendments. I can circle it, I can say amend, for this part, and let's say I want to change, or let's say erase or delete, let's say this part. Delete. So I could really take a lot of work that I'm currently doing, whether it's from a conference, from an existing PowerPoint, or from an artwork, and I could basically take a lot of these notes on the go. And the breeze of it is so simple, it's almost ridiculous. The way Samsung integrated the S Pen into the device is fantastic. You can link it to your S Pen, you can export it to your gallery, you can print it out. Let's say I want to print it out via Samsung printer, probably via Bluetooth, which is fantastic. I can share this sketches straight to Gmail, and it will create a JPEG version of the file so easily without even being queued. Also, alternatively, some of you guys might want to take different kind of memos, and let's have a look at what other kind of memos you can take with the S Memo. This is a graph with tiny boxes for you to draw on. If you change the background, you can have lines, you can have a blue colored page, sort of like a task manager, a blank sheet of paper, a yellow paper, some sort of different kind of memos, a graph based paper, you can see that, as well as musical notes. So even for people who are recording the song, or you are probably a songwriter, this works well. So let's say you're doodling your music and you're working on the go, you could also record and the song and hum it, so when you go back to the studio you can actually base your work on this. So it's fantastic, it's easy to use, it's interesting the way Samsung integrated all this together. So basically that's all about it regarding the S Memo. It's easy to use, it's fantastic for business people who are dealing with PowerPoints and need a tool to record changes, amendments, PowerPoints, PDFs, Word documents, Excel sheets, or it could be a recording device for people in the creative industry, in the entertainment industry, or jokes. It could be for entertainers, it could work for graphic artists, people who need to draw, who need to illustrate on the go. So the S Memo works fantastically easily for all these people who will make use of the S Memo. So that's about it for the S Memo. It's quite nice. I've even did a artwork masterpiece. This is an awesome phone. So thank you for watching Android Authority, and if you have any requests on how you want us to review the phone, which element or which part of the phone you want us to show you, to check out, to review it, to test it, to benchmark it, just drop us a comment in the box below. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.